This is Dr. James, and today we're going to talk about pacifiers. And pacifiers get a lot of hatred, I think mostly by lactation consultants and dentists. But I don't think you see a lot of hatred from pediatricians, just because, well, we deal with kids all the time and, well, we follow some science. So the first one is, if you are breastfeeding, we probably do want to get breastfeeding established before we start distracting them with a pacifier. A lot of times this is something that's more instinctual to suck, and we want them to use that instinct to get breast milk going and then for them to learn how to breastfeed. But once they learn how to breastfeed and they learn what they get when they breastfeed, they're not going to choose a pacifier over that if they're hungry. But pacifiers have some good things. One, babies like to suck. It's probably one of the only things that Sigmund Freud got right. Was he said that babies receive their positive stimulation in two ways, by sucking and by pooping. And so that probably is true there in the beginning. So this makes them happy, is just to suck on stuff. It's a self-stimulating behavior that makes them happy and will give you some peace for a little bit. Otherwise, you get to be the pacifier, or you have a baby that's just upset looking for self-pacification. But the other thing is, there's some good studies that have found that babies that suck pacifiers the first 6 months have fewer ear infections and less SIDS. Now that doesn't play out the next 6 months, but in the first 6 months it does. So as a pediatrician, I have no problems with you using a pacifier for the first 6 months. To be honest, I don't have a problem with, the first year, but I think it would probably be easier if you got rid of it after 6 months. It's definitely easier if you get rid of it at a year and not wait longer than that. After a year of age, babies start to find, an object that they become attached to. And you don't want that to be a pacifier or a bottle. So that's when we want to start getting rid of both of those. We want that to be a blankie or a stuffed animal or something that they have to have around them all the time. But we hate when it's the pacifier, because these kids they are so painful to break. When it comes to getting rid of a pacifier, what do? Well, if they're young enough, I just take it away. But when they get a little bit older, what I'll do is I take it away during the day and only give it to them during highly stressful times, or when they're taking a nap or sleeping, and then again, slowly get rid of those as well. So that's my advice on pacifiers. And I think that's probably what most pediatricians have recommended and have thought, just because of the base of the science, that pacifiers that first 6 months does have a decrease in ear infections and a decrease in SIDS. Hope this helps.